One of the themes of this conference is that autism is a developmental disorder, that it has a lifespan, and that if you take any one narrow slice of the full age of autism, you're not going to see the full picture. Eric Courchain just gave a beautiful talk demonstrating that perhaps there are actually too many neurons in the developing brain of a child with autism, but then if you look at an adolescent and adult, there looks like there's a decreased numbers, as if there's a hypertrophy and then perhaps some degenerative processes. So I think one realization is that this is a whole lifespan, and it's not clear what is the process that's determining the different facets of it, but people are now looking at it as a developmental disorder. If you look at it, it's this incredible hodgepodge of individuals all under the umbrella of autism. In my mind, it's sort of like saying, autism is like cancer. There's lots of different kinds of cancers, and we've come to the appreciation that probably there's going to be lots and lots of causes of autism. We know that there's probably 20 different genes that confer risk, but any one of those genes are only found in about 1% of people with autism. So one of the areas that I'm particularly interested in is the brain size differences that we see. And we've just finished a study we're actually presenting this morning here at IMFAR, where we looked at this finding that seems to be now highly replicated, that the brains of children with autism, young children with autism between 1 and 4, go through an accelerated growth, and then typicals catch up. So for a period of time between about 1 and 4 years of age, the brains of children with autism are actually larger. But if you look at the data, there's again a lot of overlap and a lot of variability. And we ask the question, well, are all children with autism, do they all have a larger brain? And it turns out we have now studied nearly 200 children and done a study that's longitudinal, meaning that we scan them at 2 years of age and then 3 years and then 4 years. And we've charted their brain development growth curve. And what we find is no, not all children with autism have this enhanced brain development. Only about half of them do, in fact. And because in the study, we call this study the Autism Phenome Project, it's just a fancy name meaning that we're trying to figure out autism types. And we have a lot of information on the genetics of the children, on their behavior. And it turns out that the kids who have the rapidly growing brain are the kids that we would call regressive autism.